Ladies, let's face it, many of us love to shop.
All right, to be fair, there's a lot of guys out there like to shop too and just can't pass up the opportunity to just either go out and get it or look for a great deal.
But it's when we take shopping to another level that can be dangerous, when it's considered an addiction. And WBOC's Aisha Khan is taking a look at that issue tonight on WBOC News at 10 on Fox 21, and she joins us now to tell us more. Now, you met a Delaware woman who likes to buy shoes.
Yes.
Lots and lots of shoes.
Lots of them, that's right. Her name is Warnica Perry. She lives in Greenwood, Delaware. Now, she says she's collected, hundreds of pairs over the years. She doesn't consider it a problem, so we want to make sure we don't classify her as, having an addiction or a problem, but she does, you look at her collection and anybody else looking in will say, yeah, that's a lot of shoes. And she doesn't call it a problem. She hasn't been medically diagnosed, but
Right.
I spoke with a psychologist as well, and she says, something like that could have a dark side. It could turn into an addiction. Look for certain signs, which is, you're not taking responsibility for your other finances. You're not taking care of your kids. You're not paying your rent or paying your car payment, things like that. So.
But Warnica's paying her bills.
She's paying her bills. She's doing fine. And I asked her the question. I was like, Warnica, do you think you have an obsession? She's like, no, I don't have an obsession. It's just like guys collecting cars or, somebody having a hobby. This is my hobby. I like to collect shoes, and she buys shoes and on bargains. She doesn't go for Manolos or the Jimmy Choos, so so yeah.
And like you said, you talked to a doctor who said it's just when it starts affecting things outside of
your family, your friends,
family.
your home. You're not able to, buy groceries.
Right.
What she mentioned was it's not the actual obsession with buying that certain product. It's just the actual habit of spending,
right.
and collecting and not realizing that the money that you need to go buy groceries or take care of your kid is going towards something you don't even need. So yeah, for more on that, there's going to be more details in the story that is going to be airing tonight.
So we're talking addictions. Are we talking what takes over your life?
Yes, that's
and completely changes what you're doing.
Changes what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is what the psychologist is going to focus on when she talks about it a little bit in the story.
There are some signs.
Yeah, again, like I mentioned, the signs, the typical signs would be you are not taking responsibility for what's really important, which is, like I said, if you have a house, if you have an apartment, not paying rent, not buying groceries, things like not buying groceries. And I spoke with a psychologist about this, and I said, have you seen patients, have you dealt with patients who've had that problem? She's like, absolutely. I've had people come in, and I asked them, have you had a meal? Have you bought groceries? No, I didn't have the money for it. Well, why? Because they spend it on things they don't really need.
But you have those $400 shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
And retail therapy, we all joke around about retail therapy.
You're having a bad day, you want to go, I do it.
I do it too. You spend money.
Yeah.
You do it?
Don't do me a favor, don't tell Carol, okay? It's going to open up a whole new can of worms.
How many shoes do you have?
I'm not going to tell you. So Shopping Addictions airs tonight on WBOC News at 10 on Fox 21. And Aisha, I understand.
Yeah.
That you have a confession to make.
I know. See, this story was like right up my alley, I want to say. But I do have lots of shoes myself.
Yeah.
I should have brought pictures, but I'll tell you, I did have. I have at my parents. I have half of my shoes, and half my shoes at my apartment. They're in this closet. I do love to buy shoes. I really do. I buy shoes more than I buy purses. A lot of women, a lot of my friends I know. Oh, I'm going to buy a bag. I hate bags. I hate purses. And I know my friends are going to hate me for this, but but I don't buy purses. I don't buy bags. I buy shoes.
Well, do you wear all the shoes?
Not all of them. I know. They still have tags on them.
All right. Well then.
But I don't have an obsession. I don't have an obsession.
No
and
obsession
I do pay
here.
my bills.
And
I
she
pay
pays
my
her
rent.
bills. All right. Now, don't miss that tonight, and don't go anywhere. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right here.
Aisha's going to stick around because we're going to learn a little bit more about her, and you're going to join us in the kitchen.
Yeah, she's going to share one of her favorite recipes that packs a punch, curry chicken. Boy, I can't wait for that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Next, ladies, it's not your looks, your abs, your height, your weight that'll get you that first date. It's how you smell. We'll share what scents make the guys go gaga.
And guys, we're going to share some tips for you too as Valentine's Day draws near. Speaking of scents, if you have orchids, Rachel Ray has a handy how-to tip on how to keep them looking and smelling great.
You know, I am a lucky girl in that I receive flowers a lot throughout the year. And some of my friends are so generous, they give me beautiful orchids like this one here. I really, really love this tip. Everybody thinks that orchids are very difficult to care for, right? What's too much light? What's too much water? Here's the exact amount of water an orchid needs for 1 week. Go to your freezer and pop out an ice cube. Put the ice cube on the orchid, and that's exactly the amount this beautiful orchid will need for 1 week.